Hello everyone. Uh, Welcome to episode 4 of Beyond Maintenance. So today we're gonna talk about how we are gonna manage the security infrastructure, and then we will look into the little bit of risk perspective on a broadly nature, right? So this is going to be a very short uh, thing. Again, like very briefly, this will look into it. We will give you an ebook which you can download and then which you can use it and then you can train the security guards as well as you can also gain a lot of insights about how things happen. So let's get into the slides to talk about generally in any maintenance we will talk about failures. The failures is happens a lot, we are going to be get questions. So when you look into security system, there are plenty of things are there. You have guards deployed, you have boom barrier systems, you have CCTVs, you have supervisors, and you have trained people, rule books, a lot of things. But still, systems fail in real time. I mean, we see people sneaking through. We have seen incident that is happening. Why somebody can say that the site is not a secure? Because everything is on paper. It looks perfect. So what things we need to really look into? Things whichever is present in paper need to be realistic. So even though when there is CCTV, what things need to be done, that has to be looked into. Even though when there is a visitor logs filled, but we need to know is it been filled diligently? Guards deployed, what they are doing. Boom barriers are there, but still there are a lot of traffic. What's happening? What things that we can do? So we will look into a real incident of a tailgating one, but it was a theft case. I mean, if you look at with the current model of delivery, business that is happening across the country, it's all 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I mean, it's all in thousands. There is no delivery that happens in hundreds in any of a gated society or any of you know in 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 a commercial space, maybe a little there, but when it comes to this one, we need to really see that what's happening. So this was an incident that happened, when there were a lot of delivery guys who has been queued up. There was one guy who went along with those guys inside a gated community in Bangalore. So we have a lot of systems, visitor applications, CCTV. People are going to come back and ask us what went wrong, what has happened. So when the theft has happened, and then generally people doesn't look at when they're going out. So all of this and these things happen. Then guards were being told that this is not been done. But how can we prevent this incident? That we need to really look into, right? So is the site secure? Is the FM overlooking it? Is the supervisor looking at the outsourced vendors? The real security needs a lot of ownership. It's just not sending in certain photographs, sending in certain kinds of logs, and then just taking that. That's not going to work. If safety slips, it's going to be on the FM, on the security supervisor, on the security cards. And to fix this access protocols, it's all about diligence, and people need to be vigilant about it. It's always there are some common weak points that we generally don't look into it and we assume that everything's. That's what we're going to discuss very detailed in terms of how we will do it. But if you look at it, I mean, plenty of the time you will observe these five common mistakes wherein visitor passes issued would have been expired and been continuously reused or reused by others. CCTV might be running, nobody will be watching it. No recordings. Contractors with tags not available. I mean, exit gates. always let people without checks, and the night duty as usual, like people are tired and then there will not be much of supervision. You look at it, these things doesn't need money to fix it. These are all things that needs attention to fix it. So we need to look at how is the design of the SOP. It's not about technology. It's not about building in more application takes and everything. It's about building better habits, having some clear SOPs based on three things or four things. The security guards have been trained, and wherever the risky points are there, that has to be signed, marked, and then patrolling need to be done, mandate. And in case of anything that is being observed abnormal, has to be reported immediately. And it's that mix, good design plus an everyday discipline that creates real safety. So how do we do that? How we can looking at doing it, how you can design that system. That's what is we are going to talk about in our CFMA module 4. We go deep into what makes a security system actually work. You learn to write incident SOPs. You learn to track audit guards performance. You will learn to train people to stay alert, not just being present over there. And you are going to be making people to respond with ownership, and as a leader, how we can do it consistently is what we are going to look at. And this is what is going to be in this training module. And here are something that you can think about it. You can start doing it. Take a pen and paper and then ask your security supervisor or the guard the last three incident at your site, and then ask them how frequently it is happening. Are we seeing a repeated pattern on that? I mean, what we are actually doing to prevent it from happening the next time. So if you write down all of these things, and if you are not able to find a appropriate solution or methods that you wanted to try and put in controls in place, please reach out to us. We will be able to step in, and then we will be able to help you out. And this is what we are going to talk about actually on various situations, how we can lead the safety rather than just managing things over there. Download our ebook along with this video when you're watching, and then go through that. There are a lot of insights available over there that will help you also resolve. Rather said that, if you need any assistance, please join into our Learning Academy group and send to the support team the required support that you are looking at to prevent incidents from happening. Security isn't about luck, it's about like how we disciplinedly setting up the design and discipline into a particular operations way of working. I hope you will be able to do that better. If not, we can do a very detailed assessment and we can help you out fixing all those things. So having said that, this is all we have for today on episode 4 on beyond maintenance, or how we can help you protect and save lives, assets. So just think about it. Is it safe or it just looks safe, right? So how we can make it better. So thank you for your time listening to us. Pretty soon we'll come back and then we will discuss about another module wherein about we will talk about much more problems that we can solve together.